Hey, church family, welcome back to Proverb Wednesday. I would like to start today off with a couple of announcements. So the first announcement is on June 5th and 6th, we are going to be doing our cleanup on the grounds here at church. So if you are available on June 5th, which is a Friday, we kind of recognize that may not be available for everyone there, but if you are available on that Friday, we are going to be starting at 9 a.m. and working into the afternoon here. And also on June 6th, we will be working as well from 9 a.m. till probably about noon, but that kind of depends on how far we get to on the 5th. We may actually get everything done on the 5th, and we may not need any help on June 6th here. But if you can help, we would love for you to come on over to church if you've got rakes, or if you just have basic outside things needed to help get the lawn clean up. We have a few supplies here, but we don't have many. So if you have some and if you can help, please join us June 5th at 9 a.m. I'd also like to announce we need help getting our church ready and cleaned up on the inside. If you come in here or stop in at any point, you will see our foyer. I could show you a clip of that today, or just know the foyer is in kind of a disaster mode. We could use some help getting that organized and cleaned, and we would love to get the inside of the church cleaned up as well here. And this is all because on June 7th, we have been praying and talking about when we will be opening on June 7th. Our church will be opening for Sunday service. It's going to look different. We're going to be talking more on that next week here. Look for a video before next Sunday, and I will do a walkthrough and explain everything then and there about what it will look like here. Well, today, those are my announcements that I have for all of you. I hope that you are enjoying this wonderful heat that we have been having here. Enjoy it now because it looks like it's going to be chilly on the weekend here. Well, let's be diving into Proverbs today. And my goal within Proverbs, my original goal was for us to look at one proverb on a Wednesday. I wanted us to kind of dissect and look at one proverb and kind of see what is this proverb teaching us. And so today we are going to be doing that. We are going to be looking at Proverbs 17 verse 12. And the reason why I picked this proverb is because it talks about one of my favorite animals here that we will be looking at here today. So let's dive in. Proverbs 17 verse 12. Let a man meet a bear robbed of her cubs, rather than a fool in his folly. Proverb loves to give us images on what it is trying to teach us here. The first image we get here with this proverb is a very intense image. Think about this. It says, let a man meet a bear robbed of her cubs. And I just want you to kind of think about this image today. Maybe some of you have seen National Geographic. Maybe some of you have seen these bear attacks online. But I just want you to think about a bear and her cubs. What does a mama bear do to protect her cubs? I actually have a video here of a bear defending her cubs when another bear shows up here. Let's check that out. So there is a bear cub off screen, but this mama bear is about to go after this big male. And look at her, she's just tenacious. Imagine coming across that. I want you to get this image here. Imagine coming upon a bear who had just lost her cubs. The fear, the anxiety, the intenseness of this bear staring you and I down, and she is in desperate search for her cubs, and you are the thing she sees. Now, in the video that we just watched, we saw this bear go after a bear that was twice her size and she was tenacious, and she swatted at him and bit his neck. This is an extremely dangerous situation. But the proverb is teaching us this today. It would be better for you and I to stumble upon a bear who just lost her cubs rather than a fool in his folly. Now, the Bible defines this term fool in many different aspects here. There isn't just one box for what is a fool. In general, a fool in the Bible is a person who lives their life as if God doesn't exist. Psalms 14:1, it says, "A fool says in his heart, there is no God." But in this proverb that we are looking at today, in Proverbs 17, but in this proverb, if you look at just a couple of verses before, in Proverbs 10, we see what a fool looks like. A fool in Proverbs 10 is a fool who is stubborn. It is somebody who is very set in their ways of thinking. It is someone who is unwilling to change and adapt to the Lord even when there is pain and hurt in their life. This fool is very destructive. There is a danger within this person's life because of their foolishness and their folly that they have within their life. Now, and the proverb is teaching us here is to be avoiding such people. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, as I was thinking, as I was looking over this proverb here, is the Bible really just teaching us to avoid all fools? Well, no, it's not. It's not teaching us to just avoid everyone, because if we're really honest, all of us are foolish at some point in time within our lives. But we also recognize the world around us needs Jesus. So if we just walk around avoiding all of the fools, all of the people that do not acknowledge God, all of the stubborn people, we can never be a witness to them. What this proverb is teaching, though, is that the danger a fool can have in their life and within people's lives around them. And you can probably sit back and think about people in your life that, especially, I tend to kind of think about when I was a teenager. Me and my friends were extremely foolish. We did some very foolish things, and there was a great danger there. There was consequences there. There was absolute foolishness there on many levels here. And Scripture is basically teaching us today, it would be better for you to come across a bear who just lost her cubs than a fool in his folly. When you and I come across people that are stubborn, that are unwilling to be corrected, the Scripture gives us a warning. There's danger here. There is a situation here that is not going to play out very well. But there's also a danger for us today. Many times when we read Scripture, and I know this can be true in my life here, many times when we read Scripture, we tend, especially within Proverbs, when it talks about these fools, we tend to think of other people. And maybe you are not thinking about anyone else right now that you may know in your life that you might be sitting there thinking they need to hear this proverb because they're kind of foolish. When we read Scripture, we should be reflecting it upon our very own lives. The reality here is that we can all be foolish. We can all be stubborn. We can all be resistant to what the Lord has for us. And maybe many of us may be in that season right now. Maybe the Lord has been trying to be speaking to you, and you have been resistant to change and to be submitting to His word. But see, oftentimes we tend to think about someone else. Well, I know a fool. The reality is that we can be the fool. And the Scripture here today teaches us there's a great danger in foolishness. There is a great danger in our lives when we live a life that is stubborn, that is unwilling to change, unwilling to hear the voice of God and be obedient to it. There is such a great danger for that within our lives. But there's also a danger when we come across somebody like this. Like a bear, my suggestion today is to back up slowly and just walk away. I hope today's proverb was good for you to chew on and to dwell on today. I look forward to Sunday this week. God bless.